Hello everyone and happy Tuesday. All right, so we've taken the past couple weeks to talk a little bit about productivity, and while I still have so much more to share with you on the productivity side of things, I want to take a moment to talk about an opportunity that some of us may have in front of us, but we don't even recognize it, right? So until I realized what this opportunity really was, I kind of left it alone and took advantage of it. So here's what I am going to tell you. Slow weeks. We've all had them, and we may have them right now, especially with, the pandemic. There isn't a lot of business going on in some areas. So how are you treating your slow weeks? I know for myself, what I used to do is I used to slack off a little bit. I would go talk to my coworkers, catch up on some things. I would leave early because I felt like I didn't have enough to do. Sometimes I would go look for more work to fill my plate because, if I'm not busy, I can definitely handle more stuff, right? Just because you're being more productive doesn't mean you need to take on more workload. What this actually gives you time to do is think about your next steps. So we talked about the scheduling appointments to yourself and having tasks inside of each of those. So what I do with this free time now is I'm thinking about going back into those tasks, going back into those schedules, and categorizing what I liked about each of those scheduled appointments. So they've got your tasks in there. You can recall them, pull them on up, make 2 columns. Things I loved, things I didn't love. It gives you a chance to really put down the items that you feel like you're good at, you thoroughly enjoy, and this will get you on the right path to what happens next, right? Because if you feel a little stagnant or feel like you're not, giving it your all, this is what I did to help me get to that next level. So I sat down and I strategized a little bit. I said, all right, I really enjoy this aspect of sales. I really enjoyed this aspect of engineering. I really don't like, the tedious side of some of my engineering work. So how can I still contribute to the team, but utilize my skill set a little bit more intentionally? So that got me thinking, what skills do I need to grow to be in a position that I feel like I could contribute a lot? Let me explain that. I aligned the things that I was working on most closely with our commercial team, which is where I'm at now. I'm in business development. If you look at the tasks that I do in business development versus the tasks I do as an engineer or in sales, there's a lot of crossover between engineering, between sales, there's marketing. But what was I doing to get myself to a position where I was perfect for that commercial role? Let me tell you this. I sat down and I thought to myself, what would the ideal business development engineer really look like? They would be polished in speaking. They would know all the marketing lingo. They'd have the ability to write technical articles. They're a fantastic project manager. And they show initiative and problem solving, right? So I knew I had a variety of those things, but some of those skill sets, for example, a really good public speaker, God, that was really hard for me. So I set those goals then as my strategy to move forward. I said, all right, I have this extra time because I've been focusing on productivity. Now what? All right, let's see how I can grow public speaking. I joined Toastmasters. I was able to go in, sit down, and really absorb all of the public speaking opportunities that I wouldn't normally get as an engineer. By just growing that skill set, I was able to demonstrate to our commercial team that I could hold my own on a stage. And just that one skill, like if I had done that like I did with every other skill to get to that commercial level, then that really puts you in a good position for getting to that next step in your career. So take each one of those things that you're looking at in your scheduling appointments to yourself. Take those tasks, separate them out, things I love, things I didn't love. Find the common ground with things that you loved. Figure out what the best person that, could possibly be in that role looks like, and start building goals for yourself. Take opportunity of these slow weeks or of this time that you're just, feel like you've been productive and man, I can actually breathe. Yes, this is exactly where you need to be and what you need to be doing. Hey, I have all the confidence in the world that you're going to succeed, that you're going to move forward. If you're looking for more of this, stay tuned for next week.